You could dub them as paleo pancakes. They're all over the internet. Everybody has their own twist on them. Some people just use banana, some people just use almond butter. I mean, there's a twist on all of them. The biggest thing is there's no gluten. What's great about these pancakes is that they're a wonderful source of energy. They fill your stomach because they've got the sugars, they've got the starch, you know, the sugars, you've got your perfect proteins in there, and you've got your fats. It really is a great treat. So if you're late on time, getting to school, this is good. Or even right before a workout, really, really good for you. When you get a banana, it's yellow, and that's starch. Now, green banana is pure starch. And what happens is it goes through a process. The banana goes through an oxidation process or a respiration process, and that's when it converts all those starches to sugar. So using pure brown bananas is a pure sugar source. So I'm not adding sugar, I'm not adding anything else to it, and it's just kind of a yummy flavor. So if I have recipes that call for sugar, I generally go for my brown bananas, applesauce, or dates. So I don't use extra sugar, I just use the natural sugar. And when you're doing something like a pancake or any kind of other baked good, you're going to want to use a coconut oil rather than an olive oil because you just don't want the olive flavor. That's a savory taste, and this is a more sweet taste. So coconut oil isn't as strong. I prefer to use, and I tell people to use a coconut oil that's unrefined. That just basically means it just hasn't gone through such a process, and it's just better for you. Now the syrup you guys have today is not real syrup. It's flavored syrup. But we have it for syrup purposes today. But if you're going to eat a syrup, make sure it's a full maple, 100% maple syrup. It has to be refrigerated. No matter what with the paleo diet, just make it real. That's what you have to focus on if it's real food. If it's processed, don't touch it. Minimally processed, I should say. Baking is another really easy way to do it as well. I do very little frying, so it just kind of depends on the cut of meat, how I'm going to be cooking it. I will make my boys fish sticks, and I'll coat them in almond flour, and then I will fry those in some coconut oil. So it just kind of depends on the recipe when I'm cooking that night. I use tons of spices. I use a lot of different flavored vinegars because it adds a lot of flavor without too much sugar and too much added stuff. I also just got back from a vacation, and one of my favorite things was on the menu was sweetbreads. Does anybody know what a sweetbread is? Sweetbreads are the hypothalamus, or the brain. And I love them. They're absolutely delicious, and they're a good source of energy too, and protein and minerals, all of those things. And if it's not sweet enough, guys, it just depends on how brown your bananas are. It really does. So the browner the banana, the sweeter.
These bananas, for some reason, I bought them a week ago, and
they were really good.
They were good bananas. They still were not brown. And probably not. They probably could have used a few more days.
A few more days, yeah. So the browner the banana, the sweeter the pancake. The 4 AM Chef. Yeah, and I have a blog, so you guys can get on there and get all of my other recipes.